We can here set the option of data scan. Here, the automatic database backup, we can make a automatical database backup or a manually. And also the export of the data. Give the head info a name. We have here the item number and the serial number. That was the settings. Of course, we have also here the error logbook. In case of a repair, we can show the error logbook. It's also possible that to export this error logbook on a network. For example, you have an issue, you can send us the data, the programs, and we can check it and give you a replay about your issue. We have here a blood bag history. When was the last scanning of a blood bag? That's this all data you can transfer to the local or the network database. Then we can here make an export or import. Resend these files in case of a maintenance to check the function of the communication and clear the database on the head info or add operator ID. The operator ID, very important thing. Please read the user manual because we cannot give complicated names like here hashtag or something. The name, the entry of the name is very important. So we have here automatical system for example, for a run, scan the start code. Here, the device shows start code. No, the start code was okay. You cannot, for example, the second step is scan the blood bank, but you cannot scan the error end code. In this case, you get an error message. That means blood bank ID is missing. We have here, for example, blood bank ID TOR or Zeus. Blood bank 1 of 12. Can scan Apollo also. Here, this one, Odin, Hera. Now we have 7 blood bags. And now we have to scan a program. For example, program 88. Program 88, it's not on the device. We scan program 5. Program number is done. And now we have to scan the last barcode, the end barcode. This one. And now we have only to close the lid and the device runs automatically after the run store the device store all datas in the network or a flash, USB flash. That's it, really easy. Only use the scanner. Of course, it's also possible that make your own programs with S-Control board. For this, switch off the head info application at the settings, and then you can set your own programs. That was a small function. Now we go inside the centrifuge. The base of the centrifuge is the same like the Rotixa, the standard Rotixa. Only the different thing is the front panel, and on the back side the network connection. It's possible to make an upgrade of a standard Rotosolenta to the head info. Also possible to make an upgrade of a standard Rotixa 500 RS to the Rotixa 500 RS with head info 2. We have a repair manual. On the repair manual, you will find all error messages and the troubleshooting of the error messages and the description of the later conversion of head info 2 for Rotixa, Rotosolenta, sorry. All important steps you will find in this manual. Here, for example, scanner holder, the dimensions for the drills for the scanner holder, here the cable, and also in this manual you will find the later conversion for Rotixa. Yeah. That's it. So now we go to the device, switch off the device and remove the front panel. We have here in the front 2 USB ports. One of the USB port is for the scanner, for the connection of the scanner here. And the second one is here. That's for the export and import of all datas. Please connect the scanner only in this USB port. Of course, connected the cable in this holders here. So now we remove the front panel. So we can see here a lot of cables. On the left side, the key switch. Can I please unplug the device? Thanks. Safety first. So this one, the temperature sensor on the lid. Here, this one is the head info application. The network cable, power voltage, flat cable. Here the grounding. And this one. And the last one for the switch. So okay. The last grounding. Okay. Perfect. Now we can see here the standard S control panel. Behind this cover here is a PLD electronics for the communication from the touch to the S control. We have here the HMI, the touch. So during the maintenance, it's important to check and change the battery for the real clock. Change the battery. Here from this side, push it, remove it. That's also a rear part. You can order it. And change it. And here under the battery, you will find the SD card. We have here a Linux template. You cannot use a standard SD card. Firstly, if you use your own SD card, you have to clear the SD card at a Linux template. That's very important. You cannot clear the inside of the SD card with the Windows PC computer. You have to clear this one with the Linux template. It's very important. If you don't have Linux, please order it. That's not a rear part. That's only a spare part. You don't need to change it only in case of an error. For example, the brain or something is wrong. So, connected. We have here a nameplate with the long number. That is the internally number. This one is available as a spare part. Complete. For example, in case of communication error with the S control panel, you get an error message here on this display. In this case, for example, communication error 0302, you have to change the HMI, Human Maintenance Interface, HMI. We have on this network patch connector. This cable goes directly behind the centrifuge. Now I will remove the side panel. So on the side panel left, you have the brain, the electronics of the device. The interior is really the same one, like the Zalenta, only the different thing is this cable here for the HIV. We have here power input electronics, because we have 24 volts on the HMI, and we have here a second electronic green one. I hope you can see it. This is a power safe electronic board. If you make a upgrade from a standard of head info, you get the front cover here with the two electronics, the cables, HMI, this is touch, that's touch one, the PLD electronics for the communication, and here on the back side, this metal plate here, new, because we have here a nut for the network connector. That's it, quite easy. Of course, here on the right side, the scanner holder. It's one screw. Remove the old screw, fix it with that. A little bit tricky with the lid. For the conversion, we have to remove this lid cover and make drills. But you can order directly from the factory the head info 2 option, and then you don't need this upgrade. Here, this is the holder. You have to screw it here, and then if the lid is closed, this hold the scanner here. That is a safety part, because they hold, in case of a crash, the scanner here in this position. So the maintenance is the same like the Rotixa. Here, clean the condenser, clean the interior, check all plugs, clean the old grease on the lid lock, grease it again, of course, check the maximum cycles, it is passed or not, calculate it if it's passed, change it immediately. If it's not, write it down for the next maintenance. So after the maintenance, please make a electrical safety test for your own and the customer's safety. In Germany, it's a regular standard. We have to do this. Please make it. The procedure of the electrical safety checks you will also find the service manual of the Rotixa and Rotosilento. You can make an upgrade from a standard Rotixa or Rotosilento to the head info only with devices with the manufacturing year 2008, I think, with the version, APROM version 0.8, 8 point. But you will also find this information in the service manual. If you need an upgrade kit, please write us an email with the device serial number for our documentation. It's very important. Of course, at the maintenance, we have also checked the gas springs, check it, and replace it. So that was the head info 2. Head info 2 is the same like the Rotixa 500 head info 2 and 630 head info 2. The functions same, we have the same components. That's it. Only different thing is, of course, the software version. You need approximately 3 hours maximum for conversion, for an upgrade from a standard to head info 2. Approximately 3 hours maximum. So now maybe the maintenance on the head cubes. We also have here a touch panel. That means we have here the same issue, same thing with the battery. It's also important to check it and replace it. We have here a cooling system. That means you can make OQ. We can send you the OQ protocols. You can check the temperature with the externally sensors and write it on our protocol down. No, we don't have a reset time. I'm not sure. I will look it and give you a replay about your question. I'm not sure. So, and we have also here a cooling system with a compressor. That means the compressor has the starting relay, starting condenser. At this device, we have to change the starting and relay and condenser every 4 years. And also change and clean this filler here. Of course, check all plugs, check the temperature, check the function, if it works. You also can check the alarm, tolerance alarm. That means, or the door alarm. That means you can set here the time of the door alarm. Open the door, wait for this time, and if you see an alarm, you can check your checking box of your protocol on your protocol. That's it. That's not so tricky on the head cube. So now we go to the cleaning and care of the centrifuges. If you have questions about head info, please write it down. If you don't have questions, we go forward of the cleaning and care. Well, so we have here an introduction for you and the customer. I shared a link in the chat. You can also watch the cleaning and the care of the centrifuges on YouTube. Of course, the first step is removing the accessories, cleaning the accessories. If you don't clean the accessories, they cannot swing out correctly. In this case, you get an imbalance error. Visually inspection, a very, very important. Cleaning the chamber, grease it again, and fix it and make a test run. I think that's clear. Safety things. Please ask the customer, your customer, that he check the cycles weekly. It's very important. And make a visual inspection of the accessories. Weekly, please. Ask it to the customer. I think that's clear. So here, example, we will find the maximum cycles on the buckets. So disposal, maybe one thing about the disposal, it's very important. Please don't waste the devices on your house waste. Recycle it, scrap metals, and dispose of the components regarding your regulation requirements. If you don't have, or you can also send us the device back, we will disposal the device for you. So that was the clean and care. Maybe one important thing about clean and care, please follow the user instruction. Use only liquid or disinfection middles and cleaning middles with a pH between 5 to 8. Very, very important. And the water temperature must be between 20 to 25 degrees. Of course, cleaned by hand. You can read this part also in the user manual. Maybe one important thing, after each run, please make sure that the lid of the device is open. If the lid of the device is not open, the air cannot go outside and liquid can flows into the centrifuge. Cleaning and care. So, one important point, the complaint handling, what we do during a complaint. Please go to our homepage, to the support center, and choose the report claim. Download the non-conformity report. I think that's clear. Fill it out completely. So your contact data and the customer status. Fill it out here. The product name, item name, and the serial name. Like here, head info 2, item number, Rotixa 500 RS, head info 2, item number 0956, the serial number of head info, for example, 1. We'll write the rotor, carriers, and adapters here down. The program parameters. The error code and a small description of the error. You can send us pictures of the error or videos. Please don't share the videos or don't load the videos on YouTube. YouTube is not a share point. If you have videos, please write us an email. We can send you a Headlich share platform box and you can upload the videos and pictures on this. Here, the spare part. If you know the spare part number, you can write it down. If you don't know, you can also send us a picture, or you can show in the service manual. You will find the explosion dimension driving, and then you will find the part number. So choose the right box. Here, for example, we have a problem with the imbalance sensor. Choose it. Or we have corrosion on the lid cover. And then please send it only to the service, not to Robotic. That's for on other devices. Send it to service@hetichlab.com, and then we send you the return form or the new spare parts. So that's it. Thank you for your attention. If you have questions, please let us know or write it down. Sorry for today. It was not, or it is not my part. My colleague is now in quarantine. And yeah. Thank you. We will send you the Netigate link with the questions for the test and the presentation for you. You can read the presentation and then fill out the questions. Thank you for your attention. If you have questions, please let us know.
I have a question.
Yes.
You will send us this Netigate link during Teams chat or on our email?
Email. Exactly.
Also, when we have to send it back?
We have a week.
Okay, because
no, you don't need to make the Netigate test immediately.
Okay, because I'm going to business trip and
no, don't worry.
Okay, thanks.
Welcome. No questions? We have a question about the Hettich Hub. I don't know. Our sales managers will give you the access for the Hettich Hub. Okay, you can also ask the questions or send it via the email. If you don't have questions, we will close our training for today. The training. Thank you again.
Thank you. See you.
See you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.